Welcome to Conscious Living here at the Specially Produce Network. We are so glad you're here to support your lifestyle with the fastest growing resource for conscious families. So sit back, relax, connect, and enjoy. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Center for Conscious Kids, Conscious Living podcast series. I'm here live in San Diego, California at the Specially Produce Network, and I'm so glad you're here to join us today. Today, we're going to talk about a special topic, which is so amazing to me personally, because I'm the founder of Center for Conscious Kids, and I'm also the founder and CEO of my private practice called Ashley Lee Healing. And inside this practice, I provide advanced energy healing for children and families. And I wanted to share with everyone today a very special concept that I provide for families and children called energetic family mentoring. And I wanted to create a special environment for today to really share with everyone and illustrate with everyone, what does that mean? Energetic family mentoring. Well, the mentoring part comes with me and working with me and understanding that I'm here to support you, guide you, and understanding a lot about the energetic relationships between ourselves, others, and life's experiences. And what I did was here on the table, on the audio, I'm going to explain it, and visually everyone can see this in the video. And what I've done here is over to my left on the table is a set of balancing rocks. The balancing rocks have 5 elements in them. And so that first one on the far left illustrates a dad or a partner in care for a child. The second set of 5 rocks, all piled on each other, balancing effortlessly and in harmony, is a representation of mom, or the primary care provider of the child in the family. And the third sets of rocks, a little bit smaller, kind of cute, 5 layers of a child inside the family. And there can be many children in your family, but this illustrates one set. What I'm going to do today is describe these dimensions of our experience inside ourselves and then with each other. So I wanted to start today with really understanding the base foundation of who we are, right? And so I've got a pile of rocks right here to illustrate an example of a child, for example, in our families. And here we have a base rock, a bigger rock, right? That's our foundation. And inside this foundation is our beliefs, our emotions, our understandings in the way that it creates a foundation of our values. Who we are as a person, who we are as the child, who we are as in our family and in our family of humanity. So it's all these base wisdom and understanding that we carry with us. We carry it with us through our parents, through our ancestors, through our society. It's all an accumulation of that, which describes who we are and helps us define that and to work from that when we live in life. The second level that I'm going to put on top of it is the layer of our physical experience. So this is our physical body. What's happening inside our physical body, what's happening inside of our physical environment. These layers I call dimensions. They're dimensions of awareness or understanding. And inside that, this is our physical world. And we put that right on top of the other one, and that builds who we are, what we're experiencing. The third rock is, I like to put it, and I call it the PEMS, right? So it's our base foundation, our physical. Then the third layer is our emotional. So that is the aspect of ourselves where we emote. We feel emotions. We relate to ourselves and others through emotions. feelings about what we believe and understand and experience. This next layer is our mental body. And in this one, I made the rock just a little bit bigger than the emotional one because we seem to put preference over how we're thinking and how we're processing information as a very important element or dimension of our lives. And then the top one, I call this the S of the PEMS, which is the spiritual. And what I'm going to do is lightly balance all of them so that they're there. And that illustrates our whole being, our whole essence, and who we really are. What I do to support people as an energy healer is to understand levels of illness, disease, conditions, discordances, dis-ease in our lives where we don't have harmony or happiness or joy or other elements of things that we would prefer not to have, and then have the elements of joy, happiness, and wholeness. And it's this restoration of the body is what I support people really feeling in their lives and creating that. And then I move it to another dimensional level, which is called the family, where how we all interact with each other. And what I find is I work with children, but then also with parents and families. And inside that, sometimes, right, the boat gets rocked. Sometimes a child or even a parent, anyone in the family, has a discordance, has a disturbance, has an irritation, has a physical problem. Whatever those are, that seems to knock, right, the system down, right? It gets a little wobbly, right? And what happens is the rocks fall down. The person falls apart. The person isn't creating their life of harmony and everything that they'd like to have it. And then that affects and wobbles, right? I can wobble the table a little bit. And it wobbles the family. And sometimes, and it affects the family directly, energetically. It affects it physically. It affects it emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Sometimes it even can affect the foundational aspect of what we call family, those family values. It can even shift and change that. And so when I'm working with families, what I do is help support and understand the root cause of where this is happening. So in this situation, as the rocks fell, of the child that I'm illustrating with the rock formation, right, the rock balancing, is that it exposed the physical, right? So there was something physically bothering the child. That's allergies, I don't know, illnesses, immune system. It can be anything, right? It can even be levels of their emotional body, right? They could feel emotionally out of balance. They could be highly sensitive emotionally to their own feelings or other people's feelings. So that could show its root cause, and I would support and guide the family in understanding what that means for this child. There could be other levels of discord or irritation that may show itself, right? And that would maybe be in the mental body, right? How we think or how we process information. And many times that can be off center too. And that causes a lot of issues with the family because if one child in the family has difficulty processing information and the other children seem to be what we call, I don't know, typical or how we work with each other very easily, and this child stands out and has challenges to process information, right? And so what I do is support them in understanding how to bring together the brain and the nervous system that support that balance. And then there can be other issues too, our spiritual aspect, right? The top of our head, the top of our experience, right? A lot of kids, younger and older, I meet with, they feel they have difficulty defining their purpose. They know their passion, but their passion maybe doesn't represent an area in the family values. It may represent something very far off and very different than everyone else is used to. And so a lot of times they feel sad or have other emotional or mental or even physical issues that's connected to this spiritual sense of purpose and passion in their life. So that gets out of balance as well. What we're doing here is connecting this energetic harmony between the whole entire family so that everyone can live together in unity, holding each other's hands, supporting one another, and sharing their differences, their values, and their support and love for one another. That's what I do at Ashley Lee Healing, is bring back these energetic, let go, release, and bring out of the family these discordances and disturbances, illnesses or conditions, and really reshape the physical body, the whole being, to support them into who they really are, their true nature, and so that everyone comes together in balance and harmony. I want to thank you for joining us today and experiencing what this is to create energetic family harmony. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. And stay tuned. We have another podcast this day, just after this one. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you all for listening to this podcast. We are so grateful for you tuning in and experiencing the innovations and opportunities we all can incorporate into our daily lives. Connect with us at centerforconsciouskids.com to sign up for the latest news that showcases these revolutionary services and products. Our global website provides families with an online conduit for enrichment and transformation in all our lives. Please share with other kids and families who would enjoy these advancements in living consciously. I'm Ashley Lee, and I thank you so much for joining us.